Next comedian, she runs a fantastic show called the Love Below Comedy Show at Beer Miscuous in Lakeview, the third Thursday of every month. So once you love her set, go check out her show, the Love Below Comedy Show at Beer Miscuous. Start clapping right now. Natalie Whalen!
The term break a leg originates from when people used to do well on stage. Audience members would smash chairs on the ground. It's about a chair leg. Do you guys know where the term beating around the bush comes from? I don't. I don't, but I feel like it would have hurt. That's all I gotta say. I learned the term titties from an R-rated Seth Rogen alien movie called Paul. And one of the aliens had 3 of them. And so I leaned over to my friend, I'm like, what's a titty? And she told me. And I'm like, dang. I've never seen one of those before. That's crazy. When my young cousin was really little, she was inquiring, like, what are those? To my older cousin, obviously, not me. It was something to show for it, right? And so she was doing a little titty inquiry, what are rubes? And, just to mess with her, we're like, they're pockets, Once you make money, you'll have bigger pockets. My little cousin got rich quick. I'm telling you, man. And then she gambled it all away. Man. Something called gender reaffirming surgery. So selfish. My cousin said I could misgender him for that joke, just so everybody knows. Yeah, we're cool. But yeah, while we're on the topic though, I think I would be a pretty bad mom. Because you're trying to tell me these are supposed to fill up with milk. God damn. My kids are gonna be starving. They're gonna be so hungry. They get like 1 shot glass every 2 months. That's what I can provide for the family. And I'd get a boob job, but I don't want to give them macroplastics. It's complicated. I don't know if I want to have kids. I don't know if I want to get married. The world is my oyster. But mostly because of like marriage traditions, like at a wedding specifically. Like my older cousin is going to a lot of weddings recently because she had friends in high school. And every bachelorette party she goes to, she has to drop a band. Like $1,000 per bachelorette party. I mean, I'm seeing some nods. We got bachelorette party goers in the crowd that agree with this? Okay.
Yeah.
Breaking our bank for our friends, sure. Anyways. So yeah, $1,000 is crazy. With that money, I could buy like free Jersey Mike sandwiches. And I gotta keep my priorities in check. There's also the wedding tradition where the groom just like goes down on you in front of your entire family. What the hell is up with that? No, thank you. That makes me feel uncomfortable. And when I get uncomfortable, I pee. It's that garter, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? I'm Irish Catholic, so I like to drink. What? Woo! We have, oh thanks, yeah, let's go. You got any non-Irish drinkers in the crowd? Non-Irish, you got 1 hand, nice. All right, my friends, just take it easy, because my culture's not your fucking costume. Woo! Okay. I'm Irish Catholic, like I said. My favorite comedian of all time is my grade school priest, Father Brito. No, he was awesome. Like, during the homily, when the priest gets to like say bits and do God, he would always tell jokes, like marital jokes, like husband and wife, nuclear family, stuff like that. And he'd always end it's hilarious. He was like, bitches, am I right? We had pretty strict uniforms in Catholic grade school. The girls had to wear collared shirts, plaid skirts, and knee-high socks. and the boys had to be circumcised. Which that's every Tuesday. First time I did that joke, I mixed up the word circumcised with castrated. But that's just unrealistic. Because if all the boys were castrated, they wouldn't be let into Catholic grade school. What would the clergy do with them? Little about me, I'm anti-circumcision. How about you guys? Reason being is I think that a circumcised man will want to circumcise his son. Men in the room, what do we, raise your hand if you're circumcised. Okay, well, I don't support that.
I love the women that turned around and looked at the room.
So you're circumcised?
Of course, he is too.
Okay, sure. Oh, you're running on the bus. And do you have a son?
No, I don't.
You're not. Okay, so hypothetically though, it sounds like you would cut him up, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, personally?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, art project. Let's go. We loved a crafty king. Crafty king, that's what I was supposed to say. Sweet. I don't agree with that. No, I don't fuck with that at all, actually. Because when I was a young girl, I never got my ears pierced. So similarly, I think, boys should have a choice. If my son wants to be circumcised, he can do it when he turns 18. At Claire's. Do you guys get your sex ed from any place other than school? I went to Catholic grade school, so they skipped a couple chapters. What about you guys?
Netflix.
Netflix? Okay, what? Do you remember the show?
Hormone Monster.
Oh my gosh, that is actually terrifying. I watched that show once. What's it called?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. Yeah, I didn't fuck with that. No, I went to a much more romantic route. I got my sex ed from steamy fan fiction. Woo! Yeah, One Direction. And one of the chapters starring me and Harry Styles. It ended with, and he released his warmth into her. That's when I found out that they pee in us. Do I have something in my teeth? No. Did I get it? I had something in my tooth, it was my tooth. I'm missing my front tooth, and I got a screw up there, so it got me pretty excited to go through airport security because I thought I was going to set the alarms off. But apparently it's not built metal, so it was super awkward when I tried to sneak my gun through. And I go through security, and I usually have an emergency joint on me, right? We got weed smokers in the crowd. Yeah. The weed smokers are always yeah. Which makes sense. I always have an emergency joint, and sometimes I forget that I have an emergency joint. And so I go through airport security, and they confiscate my weed. And it was the hounds that got me. The dogs, and I'm a dog person, so it was hurtful. And I'm usually I'm fuck the police, but K9 unit, usually with full support. But they need better jobs, border paw patrol. We got way too many damn mailmen in this country. That's what I've been saying. So I'm missing my front tooth, and I'm single. That's crazy. Missing my front tooth. I put one of my Hinge prompts as I want someone to match my freak by sticking their tongue through my tooth gap. Yeah, I cannot get through all my matches. And they're all flagged for my safety. I'll give you a couple examples. One of them was, let me get all up in that gap pussy. And one other was, I can fit my pee-pee in there. I went on a date with him last week. kiss me. And you know, he picked me up, he chose the restaurant, and it was going pretty well. But when it came time to pay, he asked the worker if we could split the check. To which she responded, and she's my hero for this, "No, sir, we can't split the check. This is the drive-through McDonald's." Thank you guys, it's been awesome. Have a good night.
Natalie Whalen, everybody! Love Below Comedy Show at Beer Miscuous in Lakeview, third Thursday.